No matter what you do, all you're trying to do is increase the amount of resources and minerals getting to the follicles. That's all you're trying to do when it comes to hair loss or hair regrowth. I am AQBS, and this is Back to the Barber. If this is your first time on this channel, I help men get their high school hairline back naturally, no matter the scale of loss. So whether you are here to maximize, maintain, or manufacture new hair, the algorithm has led you to the right place. Why so? Because I am one of the few documented cases of a person reversing being totally bald over a decade using simple tools and natty foods. I basically cure balding in the kitchen, and I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. Today's primary topic is blood flow. All hair loss leads to its increase, seconded by other relevant information and commentary. So let's get started. Rather, you're trying to use a massager. Let's say your fingers. Say you want to go more technical and get some sort of just a massager. A manual one, nothing special, nothing mechanic, no batteries, and it gets deeper into the scalp. It increases blood flow. So you want to get even more technical than that and get a electric massager. Well, it's not using your fingers. It can probably go for a longer time. It can move various different ways with the little nodules at the end of the electric. Now, say if you want to add a red light to that massager, now you're getting a red light hitting the skin and below, or the scalp and below, as well as these little fingers that are massaging your scalp. When it's all said and done, what you're doing is basically just increasing the amount of circulation and blood flow by the temperature increase, by moving the dermis around, the scalp around, the skin around. So that in itself increases circulation, right? Going up to something else. Say, for example, you want to use ginseng in your hair. What is ginseng? Ginseng is known to give energy. Energy in the form of circulation. Say, for example, people use different spices, stimulants, natural stimulants such as rosemary. And one of my favorites is pine leaves. Other people's favorites could be onion. When you really look at these herbs, vegetables, botanicals, whatever you want to call it, right, and even fruit, you're going to notice that it is usually increasing some sort of stimulation. Cayenne, they'll mix cayenne with ginger, right? There's so many different ways you can do that. But getting to the point is when it's topical. Matter of fact, for many women who would listen to this recording, you will find that if you were to take your hair, product, right, and you put on your scalp, that little burning sensation, that little bit of flushing sensation, minty sensation, peppermint is a huge one as well too, and peppermint, mint, spearmint, things of this nature, to increase the opening of the pores. It increases circulation. So when you just look at those two things, you would notice that that's 80% of hair growth products will be meant to stimulate hair growth. Massaging meant to stimulate hair growth. When it comes to what you guys refer to as male pattern balding, it's no different, right? These guys are going to use minoxidil. Okay? What is minoxidil used for? To vasodilate, to open up the arteries, open up the pores, to open up the veins, vessels, so that more minerals, vitamins, oxygen can get to the derma papilla. The more resources it has, the better it prints hair. I view the hair follicle as feminine, but from a mechanical perspective, I view it as a 3D printer, right? You have the raw materials coming in, you have its instructions, you have the ability to print hair. Now, if you increase the belt line, how fast the belt line is going, as long as the machine itself can pick it up and turn it into a product, you're fine. So there are ways that you can print more hair. Why? You can speed up the belt, or you can speed up the arm of the printing, right? So that's what stimulants do. That's what they do when you put low turbo boost in your car. It is meant to stimulate the engine so that it could work faster, better, with stronger burst of activity. Blood flow, right? When you think of blood flow, if you're just thinking of circulation, that will throw you off. What you're thinking about is the ability for the dermopapillaceous root to extract faster and larger quantities of minerals and vitamins, okay? Now, when it comes to things such as 5-AR inhibitors, right? Because really, the 5-AR inhibitors, DHT inhibitors, these are things like finasteride, dutasteride. These are things that's going to be in hair loss from a man perspective, right? You got minoxidil, finasteride is the biggest. It's 80% of it right there, okay? And then, yeah, that's 80% of it, okay? What does it do? It blocks DHT inhibiting, because DHT seems to miniaturize not only the vessels and harden the scalp and turn things that used to be supple and flowing into things that are rigid, dense, and unflowing. DHT also seems to be able to restrict or constrict the dermopapillaceous straw. It closes the mouth of the follicle, so that not only is it stripping away the subcutaneous fat that is the mineral and vitamin, right? Think about it this way. They say that fat storage is fat, right? Or food storage is fat, I should say. So when you begin to, when you begin to diet and restrict calories, your body will begin to burn fat. It's the same exact thing when it comes to hair growth, right? DHT in the scalp, you take finasteride in order to inhibit it, but what DHT is actually doing is stripping away the fat. If it strips away the fat, it makes the man's scalp ripped. A ripped scalp is a tight scalp, and a tight scalp is a scalp that cannot produce hair, okay? When it's all said and done, all of these things lead to blood flow. I don't care what it is. Topicals, blood flow. You take the pills, blood flow. All you're doing is increasing the belt or the printing ability of the hair follicle. So if anyone tells you anything different, that is not about blood flow, that it's about, DHT inhibiting, it's about whatever they're talking about, when it's all said and done, when you look at the facts, remove the emotion, remove the belief systems, what are you trying to do? You're trying to increase the amount of resources and minerals that the follicle can extract faster with stronger bursts. That is blood flow, okay? So what can you take away from this particular video? If you increase your circulation local, right? Really, even body-wise, it's people, if you don't overdo it and you run or you hit the track or you do aerobics, they notice that their hair grows. That's because the entire body's circulation is doing much better, okay? So you can look at it from a local perspective, topical, massaging with the fingers, and you can go complex when it comes to electric massagers. Or you can use topicals that increase blood flow to the scalp, vasodilates, right? Not just minoxidil, but natural ones too. Or you can consider blocking things that restrict blood flow, such as DHT. Got it? So that's my video for today. Hopefully something here has helped you to halt hair loss and or restore it. If so, hit the like or subscribe. If not, give another video a chance. I'm pretty sure you'll find something interesting, but if I can do it, you all can do it too. Let's get you back to the barber.